And the baby shower.
Now it, yeah. Oh, yeah. His keys are in the door. So we're going to have two more people come, but they had to go back and get their yoga mats. And so they'll be here shortly. All right. So sit tall and pretend you are the exact person or being that you want to be. Hey, yeah. So, in other words, we have an image of ourselves that's, oh, I've got these allergies and my lower back hurts and my hand hurts and blah, 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 all this stuff. And then we have ourselves as a well-being being, all right? So just sit for a few moments and kind of breathe in that part of you that's just fine. And allow the mind to settle. Allow the breath to settle. Let the feeling of anticipation settle. And for a few minutes, we feel ourselves as if we are just up to the skin level and no further. This is our natural way we project who we are. But I want you to begin to let the experience of you, of yourself, be much wider than where your skin is, stops, and then there's what you project or what you think of as nothing. But your energy is actually quite big. And let that energy dissipate out into the room. And let the mind settle. Relax the sense organs. Maintain an upright spine. Make sure your chin isn't jutted forward so that the internal body is well lifted. And become kind of at one with the space you're in. And you'll notice after a while that the sense of who you are is actually much bigger than just the physical space that you inhabit or that you sense you inhabit. In this physical space, the yogis knew this for thousands of years. The quantum physics guys are finding this out. It's all made up of space anyway. It isn't solid. It's just our perception that's solid. So have a very spacious view of yourself and of your thoughts. Now you can have your eyes open, and we're going to practice the 4-7-8 breath, where you place the tongue on the roof of the mouth. You gently exhale with the tongue kept there, so a whoosh sound is made. You'll take 4 breaths in, hold for 7, and then whoosh the sound out, whoosh the air out for 8. We'll do that 4 times. Begin with a whoosh sound, then slowly inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wish out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in for 4, 2, 3, 4, hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wish out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in for 4, 2, 3, 4, hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wish out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Return to normal natural breathing. Feel the expansiveness of the space, the expansiveness of who you are. And slowly open your eyes. So I don't know what props everybody has. You can do this with 2 bricks, or you can do it with a bolster. I'll show you with the bricks that I brought. I just brought these flats. So I'm going to take the bricks, and my upper back, where my shoulder blade area is, will be here. I'll have another brick or no brick for my head. So I'm going to start with an upper back bend. So I'm going to place my shoulder blades on this support. But then I want to tuck the shoulder blades and move the skin of the shoulder blade down. Then the head can be back and the arms are out. And we're just going to be here for a little bit, opening the breath. The legs can be bent or straight. If you don't have bricks, you can place a bolster there and use a bolster. Whatever works for you. But I want to get that upper back open and the breath freely flowing. If you want more head support, if it bothers your neck, then by all means use some head support. As you open this throat area and neck area, I want you to take your hands, once you're in the position, take your hands at the lower frame of the skull and move that lower frame back so that the neck spine remains long. So we're going to be doing some back bends, but we don't want to shorten the neck spine. So if you find your shoulders creeping up and your neck creeping down, reverse that action. The skin on the shoulder moves from the top down, and the back of the head moves away from the neck. And then observe the breath. Feel the opening across the top chest. The knees can be bent or the legs can be straight, whatever feels right. Now, once again, grab hold of the edge of your skull and lift it and move it back and then back down. Don't let that part of your skull shorten. Keep it long. Draw the shoulder blades down and in to keep that skull nice and long. And then what you get is a coiling action in the top chest. Good. Can you all feel how it affects the breath? It really opens this top area of the chest. And if you've got allergies, this is one of the things you can do for it. All right, now grab hold of the back of the head, bring it up so the chin is tucked toward the chest. Use your arms to sit up. And you guys made it. Come on in. It's okay. How are you doing? Good. All right. All right. We're going to set 2 people up. In the meantime, I want everyone to have a wall. Okay? So, Joan, you have that wall. If you could share if, let's see, Nancy, you have that wall, you've got that wall, you've got that wall. One of you can be here using this wall, and one of you can be next to Joan. Yeah. Now, right here. Yeah. Now, let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to concentrate today on this shoulder and coiling action of the chest. So let me get back into this pose that we just did. We only did one pose, so it's not a lot. So when I lay down in this position and I make sure the occiput is extended, then the neck spine has to stay extended even when my head goes back. Otherwise, what happens is the chest collapses and I shorten my neck. And then I get dizzy and have, whatever, agita. A good Italian word. You're Italian, so you know that word. So you want to keep the coiling action coming from the base of the sternum. Do you see how that is? So we're going to do this in several ways against the wall. I want to start, and I brought a bunch of these. These are called flats. They're a little wider than a brick. Bricks are a little too narrow. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bunch more here. All right, so now let me show you what we're going to do. I have to turn the camera. I have to be on a wall. Hold on. No, that won't work. I have to do it against a wall. So I can't turn the camera that way. So Adam, I'm going to use your space for the moment. So watch what we're going to do. We're going to hold on to this brick like this. Here. And what this is doing is keeping my hands from doing this. I want my hands and my arm, my elbows, and my shoulders to be aligned. This is going to help you deal with this neck area, okay? Now, I'm going to put myself at the wall with my legs back, my buttocks firm, my abdomen up, and the sides of my arm are pressing the wall. And I'm going to be here for a bit, get this steady, and then I'm going to tuck that chin and lift my head. So I'm not going to collapse here. I'm going to very slowly lift the head from the sternum. I will guide you into it. Everybody get one of these flats. I have extras. And at home, just use a brick if you don't have one of those. All right. Put your hands against the wall. Do you have a wall? Yeah, that'll work. Can you take that down? No. Oh, it's steady. Yeah. You can use that. All right. Put your palms on it so that the little finger side of the arm and hand are against the wall, and create that knife edge so the whole elbow is right up against the wall. Yeah. Now, you have to move over here. You need the height. Joan's very nice. She won't bite. Now, don't put your head there. Put your arms there. Now, look at your elbows. Make them under your hands. Yeah. Now, bring your buttocks forward a little bit. Anchor your outer hips. Tighten the hamstrings. Lift the abdomen. And you feel the firmness of the structure. I want you to stay here breathing. Keep your buttock flesh moving down toward the earth. Down. And the pelvis lifting up the front of the body. So you feel the firmness in the legs. So this is chaturanga dandasana. Nancy, bring your elbows closer. Don't let your elbows be wider than your hands. Tighten the upper arm into the shoulder socket. Now, without letting the spine or the legs fall, take a breath, and as you keep the sense of length in the skull area and neck, keep your neck long and look up. Keep the neck long. Don't do this from the neck. Do it from the lift of the sternum. And you may not get your head very high. Don't worry about that. It's the coiling action. Press right here. Yeah. Is that okay? Good. Keep that long. There. And then come away from the wall. Okay? All right. So it's fairly easy on the wall. It's a little bit more difficult for the second time we're going to do it with a chair. So I brought each of you guys a chair. Here's a... So does everybody have a chair? Grab a chair. And I want you to put the chair against the wall so the chair doesn't travel. So I'm going to put my chair, I'm going to straighten my mat out so I'm against a wall. I have my chair here. Now, what I'm going to do, and I brought, every chair is different. I brought some sticky pieces, so if you're on a slippery chair, your block can be here. Now, I'm going to show the camera, you guys. Let me turn this now back. All right. So just make sure you can see me. I'm just showing the camera. I'm going to now do the same thing with my arms on the chair. This puts the force of gravity in a different way. I walk my feet back. I stabilize my hips, my upper arms, and I'm going to tuck my chin. I'm not going to lift my head. Now we're in chaturanga on the chair, okay? Go ahead. Put your chair against the wall. If you need a sticky piece to keep your elbows from slipping on your chair, I have extras. Hold that block between your hands. Sorry. The reason is because this will make you work your upper arm. Do you feel the difference? Yeah. Squeeze your hips. Draw your abdomen up. Buttocks have to be parallel to the, bring your hips down, Gail. You have to be in chaturanga. Even more. They have to be kind of on an angle. Yeah. Now squeeze those outer hips. Take the inner thigh back and lift the pubis. And hold. Tuck that chin so you get the internal lift. It's a very big internal lift. Tighten your kneecaps, Bev. Don't let your knees get weak. Work those kneecaps as best you can. Tuck that chin. Tuck it under. You're going to feel the lift coming all the way from the pelvic floor when you do that. Yeah, that's it. Navel up. Good. Then step forward and come up. Okay? All right. Now we're getting into these shoulder openers. Now the next shoulder opener I'm going to have you do, I tried to create a sequence so it would work. The height of your body will determine how much height you sit on. So for instance, I'm going to show sideways to the camera so you guys can see. If I sit on the floor and put my arms through the chair in this manner, I can get that roll of the upper arm. But when I was on that chair, the chair has a little height here, and I couldn't, so I had to sit on a little bit of height. Here's what I'm looking for. And if you get elbow discomfort from this, there's a roll that we can put under your elbow that'll take that away. But watch the process. I'm going to have you sit with the arm through the back of the chair. I want you to roll the shoulder forward, press down on your legs, and lift your chest without rolling the shoulder back. That's the first action. It would be like we were in the ropes. It's the same as ropes 1. So you lift the chest, but you hug those upper arms and your shoulders. Second action is you roll the upper arm back. You see the difference? Now, if you start getting pain up here or whatever, we just have to take a little something under your elbow. That's all. So I was getting that. So sit on the floor in front of your chair. I'm just trying to kind of ease you into shoulder stuff. Now, you're tall enough where we may have to put a blanket on the chair. So, same for you. You see, your arm doesn't. So let's put a blanket here so your arm is as close to the chair. Now do it. So you feel your arm on the chair. Is that enough? No, you probably need more. Let me give you a little bit more. So otherwise you won't get a stretch. Joan, that looks fine. Yours is fine. Yeah, you're fine. You feel that? Now roll the shoulder forward. It's a different action. It spreads the back. Now lift the armpit chest, pressing the legs down. So it's an antagonistic feeling in the body. There isn't anything natural about this. Roll that shoulder forward. Yeah, but lift here. Yeah, so this really gives you that armpit chest. Is that okay on your arm?
So far.
Right here, lift here. I know, don't roll the shoulder. So it gives you, this is good. Look up, don't look down. Palms are down. Palms are down here. Yeah, and you lift the armpit chest. Now, bring your arms through and take your arms straight up. Deb's doing it in the ropes. She's got ropes. Take your arms straight up. Okay, that'll remove the shoulders. Best way to move is Urdhva Hasta. Now put your arms back through the chair. Same setup, but now you're going to roll that upper arm back and feel like the shoulder blades are getting further in. All right, so here's what's needed. Hold the outer edges of the chair. It's too close for you. Hold the outer edges. Here. Yeah. Now, it's too close. It's like trying to hold your hands like this.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. Can you get that feeling? Straighten your legs. Yeah. Roll that shoulder. Now lift your chest. Lift through the sides of the chest. Now tuck your chin in and lift your head. Look up. Nice, strong upper arms in shoulders. Good. Then slowly bring your head down. Relieve your arms. Take your arms straight up in Urdhva Hasta. Okay, now we're going to take those actions into dog pose. Go ahead and set up your chair for dog pose. What I'd like you to do, and I have to do it facing the camera, you can have your chair at the wall. But what I want you to do is start with the shoulder rolled inwardly and take dog pose. The second time you're going to roll the shoulder out, but the palm has to stay down, and then you'll take dog pose. You'll go in and out a few times. Go ahead and have your chair at the wall for stability. Dog pose with the hands on the chair. If your shoulder is bothering you today, turn your hands outwardly. So first, rotate the shoulder in. Rotate the arm in. So turn the hands and rotate inward. Now stretch back. Yeah, roll it in so you feel that difference. You're going to feel the skin at the upper back of the shoulder differently here. Take your feet wider apart and move your thighs back. Yeah. Don't move your hands, just your thighs. Rotate here and suck this muscle into the bone. Good. Now, bring your trunk forward. Take a breath, and when you go back, now externally rotate those upper arms. And see how that feels. That's it. Lift your heels way high up. Lift your heels way high up, way high up. Yeah. So you can get this action. Lift them way high up. Yeah. Good. And then step forward, come up. Okay. Let me know. Give me feedback. How many of you liked the shoulder rotated in? The truth is, in the final pose, when you really examine light on yoga and you really get into all this, there is no rotation. The reason we rotate out is because most of us don't have the sensitivity to keep the skin on the shoulder away from the ear, keeping the internal rotation. But in the final pose to take the head down, that's what happens. But here's what I'm going to have you do. You're going to do downward dog, upward dog, downward dog, upward dog. I want you to rotate the arms in and keep them in for upward dog. Rotate those arms in, keep them in for upward dog. 3 of those, and then you'll rotate the arms out and 3 of those. Here's the deal. This part of the arm, which has the tricep muscle in it, has to hug the bone throughout the whole thing. So concentrate on that. 3 in and out with the shoulder rolled forward, 3 with the shoulder rolled back. This is just giving you a sensitivity in that. Can you feel the difference? Yeah, go ahead. And just don't worry about your heels down. It'll come. That's it. Now, when you're here, right here, yeah, and here, make sure that as you move through downward dog and upward dog, your outer hips are firm against the bone supporting you. So explore this difference. Some of you are going to find that one rotation works better for you than the other. I think that that's what it should be. I think you have to find what works for your body. Can you feel that difference? Because you can actually get more of your upper back in when the arm is slightly, for you, it may be rotated out. For me, it may be rotated in. Make sure you've done 3 of one, 3 of the other. Did you feel what works better for you? Or
For different reasons, I feel like I stretch with the external.
Yeah. Generally speaking, the external rotation is the reason why we focus on that so much in back bends. You'll see, because we're going to do some back bends, is because of the space it gives in here. And this is very important because too many people do back bend from their neck, and then there's no bending in the trunk. I mean, it reminds me of my sister-in-law, God bless her, and she's getting better. She had all these surgeries here, and in a couple weeks she's going to go into chemo and all this stuff. But while I was there, she was taught these neck exercises because her head was forward and they want to bring her head back, thank goodness. So they taught her all these things, and she's doing all these neck and head things, and her hips are forward. What's going to happen? Absolutely nothing in her upper back. So they didn't tell her because, that's how they are. I had her practice keeping her hips back. So when she did this work, it worked in her upper back. So you have to find what's going to make the action really happen. That's what you're looking for. All right, too much information. All right, now we're going to go back to this pose. No, let's go on. Take your chair. We're going to take Virabhadrasana 1. Now, for many of you, you're tall enough where you might need some height on the chair. I'm doing it this way because I want to work on the positioning of the trunk for the lift of the head. So you're going to sit. If I'm putting my leg through the chair, I'm sitting closer to the left side, so when I extend my left leg back, the inside of my left leg hugs this chair. And then I lift my chest without bending the back leg. I lift the chest, I press down, I tuck my chin, and I take my head up. Hips are squared forward. Now, most of you won't be able to get your legs straight because you're too tall for the chair. Put a bolster or a blanket on the chair. Put more height than you think you need. Right leg forward, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So you need, that won't be enough. You got a lot of leg. So you're gonna be like this. Otherwise, you won't be able to get that back leg straight. Go ahead. Abby, do you have enough? I have blankets if you need it. No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, you're fine. Sit on the inside of that right leg. Rotate both thighs in. That's it. And lift from the pubis up. Lift that armpit chest. Now tuck the chin back and slowly lift the eyes, look up, but don't shorten the neck. Roll that back thigh even more. Move the leg over to this, either way, but roll it from here. Yeah. You feel that? No, don't use your neck. So that's as much as you get to do. You feel the difference? So you're lifting more from here. That's it, Abby. Now keep going. There's a point at which you let go a little bit. Go ahead. Go ahead. But you're not shortening here. Do you feel the difference? Good. Come back. Change sides. We're going to be doing this with the arms up. So I want to get the spinal work first. Change sides. Sit to the right side of the chair. If you need support, sit on more support so you can get that back leg fully extended. So you start with the chin tuck, and then you allow the eyes to gaze up. How's that on your neck? That's okay. Now I want you to go a little further. I want you to explore. Yeah, you see, you're keeping this long. Yeah, much better. Do you feel that? Squeeze here. Good. And then come down. All right, now everyone, just turn your chair for a moment. Sit on your chair. We're going to do the arms. These are very important arms to understand how they work. Come out a little so you can see me, Abby. All right, now. The arms, start with the arms out to the side. So right now you're you're not externally rotating and you're not internally rotating, you're neutral. You feel that? Hug the arms into the shoulders. Good. Now, turn the arms from inside to up. Do you feel something happen in your neck? Do you feel a freedom? Kind of. All right, bring your arms down. Some of you have your arms behind you. Let me explain the refined way of doing this. When my arms are to the side, I should have my little fingers aligned with each other, not my thumbs. Go ahead, stretch your arms to the side. Yeah, so the little fingers are aligned, and you'll find you have much more. Your arms are part of you, they're not flaying out. Now turn the arms and bring the arms up. Do you feel how the shoulder now is in the correct place? Do you feel that? So you've set the arms in the shoulder sockets. Then turn your arms and bring them out to the side. Okay, so that's called Urdhva Namaskar. It's just one of the basic, if you look in the preliminary course book, it's one of those basic poses you learn when you're first learning yoga. But we forget the importance of this. Now watch the final position of the arm. Now, some of you know that if you bring them together, you cannot straighten your arms. Some of you have a tightness in the shoulder or the upper back, which prevents the arms, the hands from being here and being straight. If your arms are here, you're not in the pose. Here, if you can't bring the arms together without doing this, do you see? So the action is, I don't know where to stand so everybody can see. If I'm taking my arms up, my hands come together or they're here, and my hands stay right where they are. My head tilts back. So there's no movement whatsoever in the arm. The arm stays as a connection to the sides of your waist, and then the head tilts back and you look at your hands. That's the correct action in Urdhva Namaskar. What I teach, you do what you want. I know some teachers interlace the fingers and point the finger, the forefinger. I learned a long time ago that you don't get the stretch in the opposite side of the arm when you do that. So you place your palms, hook the thumbs right over left for the first side, and left over right for the second side. If your arms are together. If your arms aren't together, keep them apart and just have straight arms. Okay, sitting, you can stand doing this. It's actually easier standing than sitting. Stand in Tadasana. Take your arms out. Bring your hands up. Tilt your head back. Don't let your arms move at all. That's it. Yes, press your palms. That'll make you stretch more, do you feel? Now, keep the arms there. Don't let them go behind. Beautiful, Nancy. Do you feel how much lift you have in your chest? And now just turn your head and look up. Take your arms wider. Yeah. Good. And then, now, come back here. You're leaning back. Don't lean back. Yeah, just go straight up and tilt your head. Yeah, there you go. And then turn your head back and come in. Do you feel the force different? Then because then you're doing it from here. Okay, change the hook. Change that hook. Go up again. If you didn't hook, just keep your arms separate and you got a second chance at life. Urdhva Namaskar, one of the important back bend actions. Don't let your pelvis come forward like my sister-in-law is learning not to do. Yeah. You can let your head go a little. You've got the structure. Yeah, there you go. And then look forward and come down. So this warrior pose, what's significant about it, so you can do it back in the chair again, or you can do it on your own. You take the arms up. The deeper you go down, the easier it is to look up. So either do it through the chair or do it independently. Right leg forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Turn your right leg forward and your left leg deeply in. Now take your arms at this point up. Let your arms be above your shoulders, not behind. Yeah. That's it. Good. The deeper down you go, the easier it is to gaze upward. That's it. Make your back leg really strong and your front heel press. Good. Then press on your back foot. Inhale, come up. Change sides. Gail, try to take a little bit more distance between your legs. Okay? So you can bend that front leg a little bit more. Other side, turn your right leg in, left leg out. We don't practice Virabhadrasana as much as some of the other poses, but it's so helpful for back bends. Now straighten your back leg, Adam. Yeah. And go deep at the same time. Yes. Nice. Press on the back foot to inhale, come up. And come out of the pose. All right. So you're all getting that freedom that comes in this upper chest. Okay. Next pose we're going to take is lying through the chair. All right. Now, what I'm going to suggest is that you either use a mat or a blanket on the chair if it's hard like this. My chair is a hard chair. I've had this chair for 18 years. And it's a hard chair. So it needs a padding because my shoulder blade's going to be right here. Now, I'm going to show this here. It's not that. I'm going to show it against here so the camera can see me a little bit better. This will be my wall so you guys can see. All right, now, sorry. The seat of the chair faces the wall, and you're going to climb through the chair. Now, if you're tall, if you've got a lot of leg, you might want to put a little bit extra height on the chair. These chairs are one size fits all. There is no one size in this room. So chairs don't fit everybody. I know this chair fits me. Actually, I've been using these chairs with the plump thing here, but they're too big for me. This is better because I'm short. Okay, now watch. I want to be the distance to the wall. I thought I figured it out yesterday. Is if I sit toward the back edge, I can place my arm against the wall. That's some distance. I'm going to slip my pelvis through, rotate my thighs in, and I'm going to kind of let the sticky mat pull the skin of my shoulder blade down. I'm going to actually slide against it so it pulls that skin down, and my hands are going to go here. Do you recognize this position? It's what we worked on earlier. Now you're upside down. Get your shoulder blades, Gail, for your neck. Sit more, have more of your shoulder blade on. Don't let your hands come together and your elbows apart. Keep your hands wide, but keep the elbows in line with the hands. Press like you're pushing the wall up, and it coils your spine. If you need a rest with your head or you need support, we'll put a block under there. And we're going to be here for a bit. So this is that coiling action, upside down, sitting in a chair. Now, what I would do is, let's take your mat. This will be perfect because it's thick. And you're going to fold it up because you need that extra height. You're actually, let me turn it this way. I think I'm going to put an extra blanket on here because you got a lot of leg. Okay, your shoulder blade's going to go approximately there. I want your arms to be wide. This is going to help you not have neck issues.
Okay.
But if you need a head support, we're going to give you a head support.
Okay. Let me try it first.
Yeah, try it first. I want your arms really wide. Yes, and elbows up. Yes. Do you feel how that is? Now,
Not too close?
put more of your shoulder back on the chair. Yeah, for you, that gives a little bit more support. Now, how does that feel?
It feels okay, but I wouldn't want to stay like this.
Of course not. Draw your shoulder blades deeply in and bring those outer arms in. Now, bring your chin to your chest. Now, you keep that sense of length here and let your head go back a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and get you some head support. You go a tiny bit more.
Oh, perfect.
How's that? Eyes open. Knees toward each other. Joan, go further over the chair. You're not far enough. No, the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, you're perfect. Knees toward each other. Elbows up. So you feel that internal rotation. Beautiful. Do you feel how easy it is? Now let go of your head because you already have the structure. Now tilt your head all the way back. Yeah. See, you have more. You can go a little bit. Press those feet. Keep those thighs internally rotating. Lift from the pubis. Now see if you can walk your hands down the wall. See if you can get those arms to lengthen the sides of your waist. Leah, if it bothers your shoulders, take your arms wider apart. This is like a drop back. If any of you have ever done a drop back, you have to have those arms really wide so you don't crunch your neck. Beautiful. Do you see you're now in almost viparita dandasana? Good. Now, to come out of the pose, bring your arms back up and overhold the chair. Bring your chin to your chest. Slide your butt onto the chair. Use your breath and your legs and your arms to come up. Now, with that head support, that's fine.
Yeah, perfect.
And you should have a head support.
Perfect.
You should always have a head support. Okay, how did that, do you feel? Oh my goodness. You got that tremendous opening and you get the thoracic spine in. One of my students has chosen to go down to Queen Creek. She has a lot of lower back problems. And when I worked with her, I said, you've got an upper back problem. So she went to a PT person down in Queen Creek all the way there, because I guess she didn't trust anybody here would be able to help her, which is too bad, but that's okay. But the woman said, oh, you need your upper back work. Duh. Why? Because she has a big kyphosis. And when you've got that big kyphosis, that's where the upper back is very rounded out. It's like I can't even show it because I have the opposite. I have a flat kyphosis, so I can't even show you. But it's like this. Yeah, you see people. Or they get the dowager's hump. I'm telling you, if I didn't do yoga, I would have a big dowager's hump. My sister has it. My mom had it. It's my structure, but I strengthen that part of the spine. But this upper back, when it's thick, Joan, if you don't mind, come over here. She's got a little kyphosis. So I can show. It's not about you, it's about teaching them. Yeah, come over here so you can see. Stand sideways like this. Yeah, so she's got a little of this kyphosis. And you see that the head is forward. The hips want to go forward, but she's so trained now that she doesn't let that happen. And then she's getting this in and the chin back. Now, thank you. Is it going to change your shape forever? No. But it's going to keep it from getting worse. But what does it matter? Your heart and your lungs are in there. Oh my goodness. And your neck and how you think and all that. So all that stuff is very affected by the upper spine. Okay, enough talk. All right, now I want to go a little deeper into this pose. How's your lower backs, everybody? You doing okay? I'm telling you, it's like it's taken me years. But when I finally recognized that so many people have lower back problems because of the stiffness in their upper back. Then when I started working on my upper backs, it was like very few people have lower back pain when we do back bends because we get the upper back going first. It's a first thing. All right, now I want to do one more of these poses, but I want to do it through the chair the other way, and I want to build up a height for your head. So this is called viparita dandasana. So I'm going to show sideways so you guys can see. I'm going to, oh, that's your bolster. I have a bolster here somewhere. I have a bolster for you, Abby. Okay. So I could put this bolster down for my head, but I'll tell you, frankly, my head won't reach. I'm too short. So I've got to build the height up. So I'm going to build the height up this way so it's tilted. Then my head will hit here, right there, okay? All right, so I'm now going to go through the chair in the same way, but I'm going to have my feet against the wall. So for most of you, you can have your feet pressing the wall in this pose. I would suggest those with back pain, you put some more height under your feet. I'm not going to show that. I'm just going to show the pose the way I want the head. Now watch. Same action on the other upper back, same action with turning the head. But I'm going to suggest that you get the crown of your head on this bolster. So I sit through. Now I'm going to back up a little so the bottom of my shoulder blades are off the chair now. And then does my head come? Oh no. Would you hand me a blanket? No, just throw me one of those blankets. Good, perfect. Thank you. Okay, I have to build the height up. In fact, I might even go like that. It's going to catch my head. Now watch how it catches my head. This works, this lifts, and I tilt my head back. So I'm completely supported by this. My arms come over and my hands are now on the sides of the bolster. And then the last thing I can do is extend the legs or not extend the legs. But you're in viparita karani. Look how open the throat is, but my neck is long. Not viparita karani, sorry. Viparita dandasana. Okay, set it up. You can have your feet at the wall or you can keep your knees bent. Take plenty of height, tilt your bolster. Yeah. Turn your blocks the other way so they don't split apart. Yeah, perfect. There. Yeah. Now you're long enough, you might be able to get your head all the way on this without anything. But yeah, most of us need, yeah, there's plenty of stuff. I brought lots of stuff. So you've got the understanding in your upper back of what you're working on here. I'm going to lift this edge of the bolster so your head is caught more. I'm going to give you some lift just because you're a little stiff in your upper back. Okay, now come on down. How's that, Gail? Feels pretty good once your head is down. And then you use that arm. Yeah, go ahead, grab the bolster. Yeah, and do you see? And then you've got this action in the back, and you can slowly tilt your chin back as much. Don't push it, but understand that it has the support, and you can open that throat. Beautiful, Nancy. You're in the full pose. Now, what you do is you can put your hands behind your head with your elbows on the bolster. If you can interlace your fingers, here, I'll help you. If you can interlace your fingers, yeah, now come on back. Put the crown of your head. Yeah, now bring your arms over, grab that bolster, and then slowly you lift that back and tilt your chin. No, this way. You feel that opening? All of us who are having allergies, this will stop it. Perfect. The final pose is with the arms, hands in headstand position. So now put your hands in headstand behind your head and bring your elbows toward. You feel that? Yeah, it's a little much, but you're getting the action. Yeah, you're fine. Now, you can put your hands here and bring your elbows toward the bolster. Thighs rotating in, pubis is lifting. This gives a huge stretch to the spine.
It's very good.
I know, it's very good because you've got that head supported. It's when the head is supported, you can do a lot more with your neck.
Yes.
When your head is supported, you have much more ability to work with the coiling action in the neck. Good, everyone. Good. All right. Doesn't that feel great? Yeah. Bring those elbows toward each other. Yeah. All right. Now, slowly, how do you come out? You use your breath. You can tuck the chin or you can lift the chest without tucking the chin if you don't get dizzy. I get dizzy, so I always tuck my chin. Yeah, perfect. Come up, sit up tall. We're going to do just a sitting twist on the back of the chair. So stay in the chair. Inhale, lift and twist a little to your left. Inhale, exhale, twist back to the front. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Don't just use your neck. Use your arms to help you twist. Inhale, exhale, turn back to the front. Do it one more time, a little twist, light twists are what's recommended after these back bends. All right, and come back around. How you doing?
Good.
All right, everybody come out of the chair. All right, so this pose is classically done from Urdhva Dhanurasana, but that's a little strong for a lot of you. However, I would like to go on. I'm going to go on. All right, now here's what I'm after today. So do you feel the strengthening in your shoulder girdle? How much this supports all of that? Well, it supports you in the potential of doing either a preparation for headstand or a full headstand. Now, some of you are not going to do a full headstand. So I'm going to show a variation. But some of you, there's no reason for you not to do a headstand. That is standing on your head. All right, now, what I'm going to set up is this. I want you to everybody to take a blanket. And I'm going to show this near a wall. Bev, you can hang upside down in your ropes. Same for you, Leah, unless you want to do sirsasana. Now, sirsasana, I'm going to show the pose. I do it all the time. It is one of the poses that makes my brain feel like a real brain. It's just for me, one of the very, very important poses in my practice. But I'm used to it, okay? A lot of you aren't used to it. But what you're doing with the arms and the shoulder is precisely what you just did. It's very much about the use of the arms to lift the body. So I'm just going to show a quick sirsasana so you can see. I use a channel support, narrow support. I put it just over my wrist. I go up, I tuck my head down, and then I walk up. So here's my preparation. So do you see? It's very much like what we did. So I'm not collapsed in the shoulders. I'm lifting by pressing down. And then I just go into sirsasana. Now I'm used to it. I balance. It's what I do. And then I come out. Now, for many of you, you don't have the balance or the confidence, or you've got a neck problem. Then you should do it with a chair. This is one way. There are a lot of ways to do it. But you can get used to getting upside down by putting your hips directly over your head. Then you slowly start to go up. But that's the next stage. And then you take, or the third way is, I have to do this against the wall. I'll make this my wall. The third way is, come close so you can see. My finger knuckles touch the wall. I place my head inside my hands. I walk my body toward the wall, and I go up the wall. And then when I come down, I take child's pose. Now, about the channel. Not everyone benefits from the channel. It is often given for people who don't have quite the strength in their arms and need that extra lift. But if you put your arms like this, do you see how high the distance between my forearm and my head is? That's why I need the channel, because I have that much extension. Some people are like this. They don't need the channel. Try it without the channel. Just do a headstand. Go ahead. It's not going to hurt you. Nancy, are you okay I think you can at least get a preparation, put your feet up on the chair. You try it. Your neck feels stronger to me. It's not your neck, it's your shoulders are strong. You're playing pickleball. Come on. You're all strong from that. Put your head closer inside. Just do a preparation. Come down. I want your head here. So it actually rests inside your wrist. Walk in. Yeah, now go up. Now tuck your chin more under. Yes. Do you feel that length? Now lift here. Now walk in. Here, let me get the chair tiny bit closer. Okay. And see if you can walk up onto that chair. You can just do a headstand, Adam, and just go up. Wait. The head goes inside that circle. Yeah. Now, go ahead up. Keep your wrists firm. Lift your hips. Yeah, there you go. Bring your feet to the front edge of the chair. Excellent. Now lift your hips way up. No, not your feet, just your hips. Now lift here. Lift here. Yeah, just be in the preparation for a bit. I'm going to tuck your shirt. Yeah, lift your shoulders. Press your forearms. Gail, bring. Do you want, how does that feel so far? You're okay? So just do a little. Don't worry about getting up. That's it. Press your forearms and lift your shoulders up. Yeah. Tuck your chin more, Adam. Beautiful. Myra, that's gorgeous. Yeah. And then slowly come down. How's that, Nancy? How's that feel?
Squirrely.
Yeah. It's because you're learning. Yeah. All right.
Nothing hurt, nothing, it
Just, the other thing about headstand is sirsasana. When you think about it, there are, if I'm not mistaken, and you'll correct me, Abby, there are a lot of nerves in the crown of the head. Yeah? Not so much? Not so much. Yeah. Well, anyway, this crown of the head, this is where the baby's skull is open when they're born and then it closes, the fontanelle. From a yogic point of view, all of the nadis, all of the energy lines go through the crown of the head, back through the nose, back down into the, there are a lot of these, but the crown of the head is one of the most sensitive, subtle places in the human body. From a yogi's point of view, when you die, your spirit goes out through the crown of the head. The crown of the head is to be thought of as very sacred. You don't go, slapping around on the crown of your head. But the connection of the crown of the head to the earth is one of the important things you can do, because you can let go of the tension in your whole body through the crown of the head down into the earth. So from an energetic point of view, it's a brilliant pose. It's the father of all poses, whereas shoulder stand is the mother of all poses. It's just one of those poses. It's also the only pose that I know of that helps the hypothalamus axis balance. So it balances the thyroid, the hypothalamus, the pituitary pineal. I don't think it's both of those glands. I don't remember what it is, but it balances all of that. The other poses don't do that. So that's why it's very refreshing when you can do headstand. Shoulder stand now. Don't do a headstand without doing a shoulder stand. Don't do a headstand without ever doing a shoulder stand. Headstand heats the body, it heats the brain. Shoulder stand cools it. You don't want to end up with a heating brain because then you end up with crazy person. And I have seen this. I've seen this. People in other styles of yoga, they do headstand and they walk away. There's no shoulder stand. And they are nuts. Whee! All right, so here's the shoulder stand I want to do today. There will be a modification. It's called niralamba. This, by the way, will cut if you're in the middle of and I know it because I've been doing it all this week, if you're in the middle of an allergy attack, it'll stop it. It'll stop it. Why? Oh, because it's more, not just physical, it's an energetic thing that's going on. You need a bolster and a blanket, a wall, and a chair. All right, I'm going to set this up. I think you'll just do regular shoulder stand, Bev, and Leah, you're familiar with this pose. Everybody come close enough so you can see me. The distance to the wall, and I know my wall isn't a straight wall, so it's a little caca, but it has to be one of these bricks, no closer than one of these bricks, because you don't want your head touching the wall. Remember, this is very important area to keep open. All right. I will show you how to get in, how you do half of it, you may stay there, or how you do the full pose. I'm teaching this because if you have allergies, you want to do it. It really helps. I got up in the middle of the night and I did it in the middle of the night. I just got my chair, my bolster, my blanket. I put my shoulders well onto the support. I put my hands up here on the wall. I put my feet over. This can be part of it. You don't have to go further. But the full pose is up. I can already feeling the sinuses opening. To come out, you hold the chair and you very slowly take your buttock to the floor. Okay, so that's niralamba. Get rid of your mat, put it on the seat of the chair. You have to be able to adjust your chair. So this is called no support shoulder stand. I'll help you guys get set up. Yeah, that's it. You've got a perfect wall there. Now, here's the deal. For you, I would keep your feet here and not lift your hips. It works just fine. Joan, make sure your shoulders are well inside that edge. Yeah. Now come on down. Good, perfect. Now, you can hold the chair or hold the wall. Both are good. Now, just put your feet on the wall and just feel the upside down feeling. Okay, and then you walk your feet up. Here, Nancy, I'll help you. Are you okay? Whoops, wait. You're crooked. Now, is that enough support? Move your shoulders more toward the chair. Yeah. Now just stick your feet here. Separate your feet, it's okay. You need more of a wall. Yeah, and then walk your feet up. See if you can. All right, so here's what I think you need to do. I'm going to put you in the corner. I'm going to do it as a corner, and then I'm going to put more height on here so you can lift your hips. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to give you don't need more height. The height seems good. but your head is like down in here and you have the two walls to walk your feet up. Now, what I would do on this is this. Let's take your mat. It'll just give you a little bit more height here so you can throw up. Okay, that's it. Now put your feet on the wall. Separate your legs a little bit. Now, how do you do so far? All right. Now, can you walk your feet up the wall? So you have to kind of walk around the, lift your hips. That's it, Joan. You got it. How's that? How does that feel? Feels good.
Yep.
Yeah. I would want your shoulders more on the support, but you're okay.
Okay, I can't.
Abby, how are you doing? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I see what the problem is. Give me your hands. Sit up. Oh, you're strong enough. This got a little too, your head got a little too far over. So I'm going to give you a little bit more. I'm just going to fold it differently. Now, come on down and bring your shoulders close to the chair. Yeah. Even more so. There. Now, put your feet on the wall. Now, keep your hands on the chair for you. That works better. Put your feet on the wall. Now, walk your feet up. Now, lift your butt. There you go. Now you can leave your arms here or put your hands on the wall. How does that feel? Do this right after you've finished your period, okay? It dries the uterus. Good, everyone. Now, if you feel a sinking, you can, how's that, Nance? Yeah, that's fine.
That's good.
Just keep your feet on the wall. Can you put your hands on the wall? That's it. Bend your knees. Yeah, I think your hips are heavy, so it's hard to walk up. So just breathe with your feet against the wall. Spread your legs more. Yeah, just there. Do you feel the upside downness of it?
Yeah,
I think you would need a
higher.
higher chair. I think the chair is just not high enough. The
That's what it
bolster's
is.
so high that the relative difference, it's hard for you to swing up. Okay. Good, everyone. No, you can leave your hands here. That's okay. Isn't that amazing? So the final pose is without your arms at all. That's why it's called niralamba. Okay, we're going to start coming out of this pose. Slowly grab the chair. Don't let that chair go flying. Be careful as you lower your back. Remember, you have a tailbone there. You don't want to hurt it. All right. All right, and then slowly come up. The difference between that and a regular shoulder stand, in regular shoulder stand, the arms are supporting the back. Here, there's no support. It's actually done. I can show, I think I can show. I'm not, I'll try to show it. I usually use more support than this, but I think I can. So if I'm in shoulder stand, normally I'm here. Yeah? Here, the arms are here. But I usually use more support so I can get the lift. But the arms are forward. So there's no support. You have to have that sense of how to work through the whole body. All right, everybody get your chair up against the wall. Put your bolster on the chair. Put your left arm on the bolster. Take vasisthasana. Legs out. You're supported by your arm. Start with your left arm on the bolster. Legs are on a slant. Right foot is sitting on top of the left foot. Legs are firm. And you're holding yourself head up. Press your wrist down more than your elbow. Yeah, do you feel that strength in your back? Now don't look down. Chest up. Now take that right arm up. Lift your hips. Lift the hips. Good. Good. Press your wrist more than your elbow. And then come down, change sides. I was going to do this earlier and I forgot. So we'll do it now. Other side. Don't let your hips fall toward the chair. That's it. Make your outer hips one and your head up. Good. Then slowly come out of the pose. Okay, here's my suggestion for your final resting pose. Not your final, but you know, the one today. You can have, if you've got some bricks or flats, you can use this to support your upper back and have the bolster for your head. So I rest my shoulder blades on there, my head's on the bolster, and that helps open your chest for Shavasana. Okay, so Shavasana. We've got enough equipment here that everybody can have a bolster and their upper back on a flat or brick, and then head supported. If the head isn't supported enough, we'll use a blanket. Make sure it's under your upper back. Yeah. I would put it higher up. Yeah, I would lift up a second. Yeah, I want it really in your upper back. Do you feel that?
Yeah, on my shoulder blades.
And your shoulder blades. Well, think of it, your upper back and your shoulder blades are right together. Right where that kyphosis is the shoulder blade.
Yes.
Okay, does that feel pretty good? You want to go to sleep? Go ahead. I'll turn the lights out and you're resting. Now, for those of you who have a little sensitivity from the pollens or whatever is going on, hopefully this helps to open the sinuses and relieve a little congestion. Let go of the arms, let go of the legs, let go of the lower abdomen and the voice box. These are the organs of action. The voice box and your tongue can strike out, not just to other people, but to yourself. Release the root of your tongue so deeply that the mind quiets down. Relax the jaw, the tongue, the teeth, everything in the mouth, the inner ears, the face, the eyes. Let your eyes sink back, settle back, so they're resting toward the back of the skull. Keep releasing the eyes and the tongue, the hands, the thumbs. The mind is a very active part of us, and sometimes its activity doesn't know how to slow down like the body. So if your mind is still a little bit overactive, it isn't anything you can do. It's more of a release. Allow the frontal brain, which is behind the forehead bone, let that frontal brain drop straight back to the back of your skull. The more you release the frontal brain and the root of the tongue, the quieter the mind learns to be. Or a better way to put it is you can release the grasping of that mind, which is never going to stop, but you don't have to pay attention to it. It's just going to do its thing. And your awareness can be on the breath, can be releasing the eyes, can be releasing the tongue, can be releasing the frontal brain and the inner ears. There's no need to grasp onto this moving mind. It's just going to try to get your attention. It's like a little 2-year-old, or like my cat. Just settle yourself and allow that sense of breath to be as wide as the room. So that sense of your awareness is more than what's experienced inside the vessel called the human body. We are so much more, and we are actually empty. The space between the cells is more vast than the cells themselves. It's just our perception is not clear. Nice, easy, steady breathing. Okay. Now, very slowly bring your hands towards your body. Very slowly bend your legs and use your arms, your legs, and your breath, rolling to your right side, using your breath to come up to a seated position. So I just want to share this. I'm reading this. You probably have all heard of it. There was a week back in, I think it was 2015, 16, I don't know, when the Archbishop of South Africa, Desmond Tutu, and the Dalai Lama met for a whole week. And this book is the result of it. It's called The Book of Joy. And in it, they share from their different perspectives, from the Episcopalian and Buddhist perspective, and how close they are, and how close these practices are and everything. And one of the things that they keep turning to is so important for us right now, given what the state of the world is to have a very loose touch on things. Don't have a tight touch. Even if it's something that feels, back off. Get some space around whatever it is you're dealing with. If you can't solve it, there is no reason to worry about it. Because all that does is create more disturbance out in the world. So work with your own mind in that way. It doesn't mean that there aren't things you can do. You should. You really should do. So that's one piece. And the other piece is, if anybody has the opportunity to go online and see the YouTube piece of Ed Norton. He was on the Colbert Report the other night, and he read Walt Whitman, and it has everything to do with what's going on today. And it was the most uplifting thing I've heard in years. So find it. Walt, yeah, he reads Walt, he does a whole piece of Walt Whitman, who lived back in the 1800s and who talks in the way just like what we're going through today. And it was just wonderful. So anyway, some stuff to share. Have a good weekend, and we'll be here next week. And we'll be here, then we'll be at Gail's house. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Enjoy that wonderful heat down there.
Yeah.
We're
Thanks.
having it too.
Yeah.
It's going to be 87 here today.
Try 90 for
ridiculous.
us.
90 for you.
Whoa.
And I remember it was either 2002 or 2003. We had 3 feet of snow on March 25th.
Yay for the snow.
Who knows? All right.